Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be giving my MLB DraftKings picks for Monday, May 29th. We've only got a 5-game slate today on this Monday. Our options are definitely limited today since it's only a 5-game slate. There are a bunch of early games today, but we're just going to be focusing on the main slate. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so looking at pitching for this main slate, I think pitching is pretty weak today. There are only a few options that I really feel confident in. The first guy that I'm going to be targeting today is definitely Marcus Stroman at 9,800, pitching at home against the Reds. I think Stroman is probably going to be the lock cash game play today. He's probably the safest option on the board. This matchup, it's not that great. If you look at splits versus righties, Cincinnati, they rank 20th in strikeout rate versus right-handed pitchers, striking out 20.4% of the time, which is pretty solid. But average, they do hit the ball pretty well against righties with a 265 average and a 332 WOBA. But I just think Stroman's the top option. He's probably the only ace. He really is the only ace on this slate. And Stroman, he's just, I feel like, the safest option today. He's just been really consistent as of late. In his last 4 games, he's put up 14, 21, 24, 14 DraftKings points. And if you look at Stroman's splits, he does pitch better at home. Through 5 games at home this year, he has averaged 17 DraftKings points, and this is through 6 games on the road, he has only averaged 14. He's going to be pitching at home today, so I like Marcus Stroman today at 9,800, getting this matchup against the Reds. Although the Reds don't really strike out a lot, Stroman has been seeing his Ks increase as of late. In his last 3 games, he's put up 9, 6, and 5 strikeouts, so he's been pretty consistent with the strikeouts as of late. I could see him getting probably 5, 6 strikeouts today, pitching at least 5 or 6 innings, maybe only allowing 1 run. I expect Stroman to have a very solid game today. The Blue Jays are heavy favorites in this game. If you look at their implied team total, they are implied to score 5.4 runs, which is very high. So I expect them to give Stroman some run support. And if you look on the other side, the Reds are only implied to score 3.7 runs, which is the lowest on this slate. So Stroman is a heavy favorite. I expect him to get a win, get you those 4 extra DraftKings points. So Marcus Stroman's going to be my SP1 today, 9,800, getting a matchup against the Reds. And then for my SP2, there are a couple pitchers that I like for SP2, but right now I'm going to be targeting Julio Tehran, getting a matchup against the Angels. Now, I might change this pick depending on if Mike Trout plays or not. Trout did sprain his left thumb on Sunday, so we're not sure if he's going to be in the lineup. If he is not in the lineup, this is going to be a huge boost for Tehran. I love Tehran today, especially if Trout is out of the lineup. When the Angels don't have Trout, they're just an atrocious team. Just like with the Braves, when they don't have Freddie Freeman, they really struggle. It's the same thing for the Angels. When Trout's out of the lineup, the Angels are definitely a team you can target. So I love Julio Tehran today if Trout does not play. I'm pretty sure most of you remember the last time I recommended Tehran. He got absolutely blown up by the Blue Jays, put up negative 13 DraftKings points. But in his game log, aside from that game, he has been solid. Put up 22 against Miami, put up 21 against Pittsburgh. So I really like this matchup for Tehran. If there's one problem that Tehran has, it's with lefties. He does struggle to hit lefties. And if you look at the starting line, their implied lineup for the Angels, they're only implied to have 3 lefties in their starting lineup. So that's going to be great for Tehran. He's going to be able to face against a bunch of righties, and he does do very well against righties. Tehran also pitches a lot better on the road. When he is away from that new ballpark, he pitches better. Atlanta's ballpark is a great ballpark for hitters. And if you look at Tehran's splits, in 7 games at home this year, he has only averaged 4 DraftKings points. But on the road, he has averaged 13. So he pitches a lot better on the road. He's going to be traveling to LA today, and that ballpark is a great ballpark for pitchers. So I love Julio Tehran today as my possible SP2, especially if Mike Trout is in the lineup. If you look at the Angels, their splits this year versus right-handed pitchers, they don't really strike out a lot. They're striking out 20.2% of the time versus righties. But if you look at their average in WOBA, they're only hitting a 235 average against righties, which is towards the bottom of the league, and only a 300 WOBA as well, which is also towards the bottom of the league. So this team definitely struggles against righties. Although they don't really strike out a lot, they don't hit righties that well. And I love the spot for Tehran. If Mike Trout is out the lineup, I think Tehran's one of the best plays today. Him and Marcus Stroman are going to be the 2 pitchers that I look at today. And then for my 3 hitters, I'm going to be going to first base here. There's a value play that I like here. That's Kendrys Morales at just 3,600, getting a match against Bonilla. This Bonilla guy is not a good pitcher. Right now, as I'm recording this video, the Blue Jays are implied to score the highest amount of runs on this slate at like 5.4, I think. So I love the Blue Jays as a stack today. They're probably going to be pretty popular, but for good reason. This Bonilla guy, he is not good. So I love Kendrys Morales today as a guy that you can target at first base for value. He has been actually hitting the ball pretty well as of late. In his last 4 games, he's put up 5, 16, 17, and 7 DraftKings points. and he's going to be getting the platoon advantage against the righty. He's going to be batting from his left side, and Morales does bat a lot better from his left. And he's also going to be playing at home in Toronto, and their ballpark is a good ballpark for hitters. So I like Kendrys Morales today as a value play that you can target at first base. Like I said, I like the Blue Jays as a stack today, and Morales is some cheap exposure you can get to that Blue Jays offense at just 3,600. Then at second base, there's a cheap value play that I really like here, and that's Andrew Romine at just 3K, going up against Jason Hamill. With Ian Kinsler out of the lineup, Andrew Romine has been leading off for the Tigers. If he continues to lead off and he's in the lineup today, I really like him as someone that you can target for value. He has been pretty consistent as of late. In his last 4 games, he's put up 9, 3, 8, and 7 DraftKings points, so he has been getting the job done. And I love this matchup for him today against Hamill. Jason Hamill has not been good this year. He has really struggled. So I like Andrew Romine as someone that you can target for value at second base. Like I said, Ian Kinsler has been out of the lineup, and Andrew Romine has been getting the start, and he has been leading off. So if he continues to lead off, he's going to be a value play that I'm looking at second base at just 3K. And then for my final play, I'm going to be going to the outfield here, and I'm going to be targeting another value play. That's Justin Upton at just 3,600, also getting a matchup against Jason Hamill. Definitely like the Tigers as a stack today. People probably won't stack them because they'll see Jason Hamill and think that Jason Hamill is still a good pitcher, but he really isn't. He struggled this year. So I like the Tigers as a stack. A lot of them are very cheap, especially Justin Upton at just 3,600. That price tag is way too cheap. Upton's been really consistent as of late. In his last 4 games, he's put up 29, 10, 2, and 6 DraftKings points. We all know that Justin Upton has a ton of upside. He has great power. He's already had 9 home runs this year, and he also has pretty good speed as well. He's already had 5 stolen bases, so if he gets on base, he will steal, and he definitely has a chance to knock one out of the park anytime. So I love Justin Upton today. It's someone that you can target at outfield for value, especially just 3,600. I expected him to be a lot more expensive than that. So I love that price tag. Justin Upton, a value play that I'm going to be looking at today at outfield for just 3,600. And yeah, these are my top 5 plays for tonight. I went with Marcus Stroman, Julio Tehran, Kendrys Morales, Andrew Romine, and Justin Upton. Now I'm going to give you guys some other players that you can roster at each position. So get out a pen and a paper or try and remember some of these names. So other pitchers that I like today, besides the 2 that I gave, the only 2 pitchers that I really feel confident in besides Stroman and Tehran, I do like Daniel Norris going against Kansas City. I think he is in play. Kansas City has just been really bad offensively this year. So I like Daniel Norris. And I also like Ricky Nolasco going up against the Braves. Without Freddie Freeman, the Braves have just been atrocious as of late. So you can definitely play Ricky Nolasco. I definitely think he is in play. That's pretty much it for all the pitchers I really feel confident in. It's just going to be Stroman, Tehran, Norris, and Nolasco. Those are only really the 4 pitchers I'm going to be looking at today. Some catchers that I like today, if you're paying up at the top, I like Alex Avila, and I like Russell Martin. And if you need a value play at catcher, I like Derek Norris. Derek Norris does have really good BVP against Martin Perez, so you can definitely play Derek Norris for value at catcher. First base, if you want to pay up, I like Miguel Cabrera, and I like Justin Bour. And then if you need a value play along with Kendrys Morales, I like Justin Smoke as well. You can definitely target him for value at first base. Second base, if you're not going to go cheap with Romine, I definitely think you can pay up for D. Gordon and Cesar Hernandez. Those are really the only 2 second basemen I feel confident in. But Romine's probably going to be the guy that I'm targeting at second base, especially if he's in the starting lineup and leading off. He's going to be the guy that I'm looking at just 3K. Some third basemen that I like today. I like paying up for Josh Donaldson if you can. I definitely think he's the top third base play. Some other third basemen I definitely like Joey Gallo, and I like Evan Longoria for value at third base. Alright, some shortstops that I like today. Towards the top, I like Elvis Andrus. At the mid-range at shortstop, I like Ryan Goins. And if you need a value play at shortstop, I like JT Riddle. JT Riddle did lead off on Sunday, and he had a very good game. If he continues to bat lead off, you can definitely target JT Riddle for value at shortstop. And then at outfield, since there's a lot of value at all the other positions, I think outfield's going to be a place where you try and want to pay up for some guys. So I love paying up for J.D. Martinez today if you can. Going up against Jason Hamill, I expect J.D. Martinez to have a very good game today. I also like paying up for Giancarlo Stanton. If you need a couple value plays at outfield, besides Justin Upton, a couple more plays I like for value. I like Steven Souza and also like Kevin Pillar. I think those are a couple value plays you can consider at outfield. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. You can use my top 5 plays. You guys can use some of those picks that I gave, and you can build a lineup out of that. I left you over 4,200 remaining per player for the rest of your 5 hitters, so you can use my top 5 plays and build around that. or if you guys want to get my lineups, be sure to follow me on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. My lineups are $5 a day, or you can get a week of lineups for $25. So message me on Twitter if you are interested in that. I do also give out FanDuel lineups as well, so even if you play on FanDuel, you can still get my lineups. And all my results are posted on Twitter. Even if I win or lose, I show you guys the lineups that I gave out, so be sure to follow me on Twitter. Even if you don't want to buy lineups, you can still see how my lineups are doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to click the bell icon next to my YouTube name. That'll actually notify you every time I upload. So if you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to do that, guys. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck tonight, guys.
Baby girl waist don't need no training, but that ass needs some explaining. When it's my task, it's amazing. But in the morning, I ain't never been complacent. Honest, my favorite girl never went to college. Had to take it down to the bottom for the dollars. Flip the shit now, I should be a baby father. She the one, really, that's the author. Every word.